I've been coming to Story Slam for several months now, and this is the first time I will be telling a story. Okay, so this is about my awkwardness and how I never really knew how to handle myself around females. Eileen, you were talking about how when you don't know how to flirt. I definitely, it was a foreign language. But see, you had that first reaction when the guy put his hand on your thigh, like, you're thinking, oh, cool, like, oh my God. It wasn't like that for me. So I was always seen as the androgynous young guy, and girls didn't really pay attention to me. And it wasn't until I was older when I would kindly figure out that, oh, yeah, that girl was probably flirting with me, but I didn't really realize it at the time. Just being kind of clueless. So one example of that would be when I was sitting next to this girl in high school. Her name was Janine, and I had a little bit of a crush on Janine, but I didn't think she was really interested. But one day, we were sitting on this bench together, and she did this. Here, Matt, can you pretend to be Janine and kind of lean on me? And what I did? That was my first instinct. And I liked her. And I was like, what the hell are you doing? Get off me. Why are you leaning on me? The next instance of this extreme awkwardness of mine was when in college, I was at a party, and this other girl, Jessica, was sitting on the couch next to me. And she put her left arm around me. And I was a little more mature then. I was 18 by that time. So I was like, okay, play it cool. So I put my right arm around her, and she put her right hand on my left hand. And again, I'm thinking, okay, all right, just keep it together. And then she starts caressing my left hand, and I didn't know what to do. So then I start, patting her right hand, and then I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. And so I kid you not, I didn't know what to do to play handsy or what have you. So I instigated a game of thumb war. That I didn't know how else to react. And I was, and sure enough, she went back to the dorm that night and didn't invite me to walk her home or anything. So again, that is an example of me blowing it big time with a girl. Now, fast forward another few years, and I'm in grad school, and there's this other girl who I really like, and I'm really interested in her. And I'm trying to get up the courage to say something nice to her, and I think she knew that I really liked her, and I wasn't very good about concealing my feelings, even though I thought I was being very subtle. And so one night, we're at a bar. And while at this bar, I'm finally getting the courage to, go up to her and say something suave and nice. And when I walk up to her, I have a deep breath, and I say to her face, I wanted to say something nice about her appearance. And you know what I said? I said, "What happened to your hair?" And because I thought she was doing something on purpose with her hair, like she was trying to, and so I was trying to make conversation. And rather than her saying what I thought would be like, oh, ha, ha, yeah, I was doing this funny thing, she looked at me and she said, "What?" And I realized, oh crap, I just insulted this girl who I was trying to pay a compliment to. And she runs into the bathroom to try and figure out what was wrong with her hair. And everyone turns to me and they say, Michael, you don't say anything about a woman's hair except how nice it looks. And I learned that lesson the hard way. But fortunately, she gave me a second chance, and a third chance, and a fourth chance. And we finally started dating, and sure enough, we got married a few years later, and we are now living in York happily ever after.